Hey, what's going on guys? It's your boy, NerdModeOn, and today I want to talk with you guys about the current implementation of Battlepacks in Battlefield 1. Now before we can get into the nitty-gritty details about this system, let's start by defining what Battlepacks are. For starters, Battlepacks have been redesigned from the ground up with a focus on customization. These packs can contain weapon skins, vehicle skins, craftable melee weapons, and/or experience boosts. Now some of you might be sitting there asking yourself, well, how do you get battle packs in Battlefield 1? For starters, you have the ability to pay money and purchase battle packs in a variety of quantities. In Battlefield 1, an individual battle pack costs $1.99. Now while one battle pack is definitely something to get excited about, of course 3 battle packs to most players sounds a lot better considering that it only comes in at $5.49, which is fairly affordable to most people. In the midst of typing in your 16-digit credit card number, you notice something very shiny in the corner of your eye that is adjacent to your desk. Upon further investigation, you realize that there's actually a handful of quarters that haven't been utilized in quite some time, and you feel like this would be a very effective way at getting rid of them. In any case, this is actually going to give you the ability to purchase 5 battle packs for $8.99. Now at this point, everything seems to be going really well for you. You realize that you found some additional change kind of sitting around, and you realize sitting there contemplating life that maybe your vehicle has some additional dollars and/or some change just kind of waiting in the cup holder or somewhere in between the cushions. So with that being said, you jump into some sweatpants, put on some shoes, and of course run out to the vehicle to start searching for some additional revenue. In the midst of your dedicated search, you realize that you've actually scrounged up quite a bit of money that you were surprised that was available in your vehicle, so of course this actually now grants you the ability to purchase 10 battle packs for $16.99. Now at this particular point, you kind of come to the realization that everything seems to be working out pretty well for you, and of course you don't feel like you're going to get caught if anything negative were to happen. With that being said, you sneak downstairs and you happen to find a credit card just chilling on the table that's unprotected by the owner. You quickly but quietly walk back up the stairs, trying not to create suspicion, considering that you realize that your family knows if you have a devilish grin on your face that they expect you're going to be doing something that you shouldn't be doing. Now once you've quietly sat back down at your computer, you realize that this is actually going to grant you 20 battle packs for $29.99. Oh, but wait, there's more. You realize in the midst of you typing in the credit card information that 40 battle packs only cost $54.99. In addition to this stellar deal, Origin Access actually gives players a 10% discount, so of course you feel like it's your obligation to save your parents' money in this case, considering that you're getting so many more battle packs for such a smaller price. Now with that all being said, the transaction goes through flawlessly, considering that you realize that there's sufficient funds on the credit card, and ultimately now you have the ability to start opening these beautiful battle packs that are going to retrofit your weapons and your vehicles in such a way that other players are going to be shocked when it comes down to the battlefield. Now some of you out there may be thinking, well, I don't need to purchase battle packs. I actually play Battlefield 1 quite a bit, and in any case I feel like there's other opportunities that allow myself to get battle packs without spending real life money. Now while this method may not require you to toggle your inner ninja, of course there are alternative ways to acquire battle packs in Battlefield 1. In any case, a few months ago, DICE introduced the ability for players to acquire scraps by simply just playing the game and doing some specific actions that allow you to add up to a total of 100 scraps per day. The ways at which you acquire scraps are as follows. Play and finish a multiplayer match will earn you 50 scraps. In addition, winning a round will grant you with 25 scraps. And last but certainly not least, being featured on the highlights will also grant you with 25 scraps. Now, while grinding for 100 scraps every single day for 7 days a week may sound very fun to some of you, for most of you, you'll wonder if there's alternative measures that allow you to get battle packs randomly. Now, you, my friend, you may have actually been the beneficiary when it comes down to this current system, considering that in Battlefield 1, battle packs are actually randomly distributed to any players at the end of a match. In the current implementation of the Battle Pack system, regardless of how well you do in the game or how poorly you do, you actually have the same chance of getting a Battle Pack regardless of your score. Now if the above options still don't satisfy you, you'll be happy to know that DICE has also looked into this and offered some additional benefits for players that just simply play Battlefield 1. When DICE is having a promotion or you have signed up for the premium service for Battlefield 1, you will notice that you get additional free Battle Packs when these events occur. The requirements to get these free battle packs are usually straightforward in the manner of just simply signing on to Battlefield 1 or doing a particular action for a community event. Now some of you might be sitting there asking yourself, well, what is the problem? The current system of acquiring a battle pack is incredibly expensive and a poor representation of who is contributing the most to the team's success or failure. Currently, a group of players that contribute the most to the match have no greater chance of acquiring a battle pack than somebody who is away from their system for a major duration of the match. When the game first came out, the number one player on the winning team would always be granted with a battle pack for his or her major contribution to the success of the team. The game recognized the contribution in terms of score since the entire system of acquiring points has been changed from previous Battlefield titles. Moreover, this means that being a Slayer on the team does not immediately indicate if you will be acquiring a battle pack for this specific round. Battlefield 1 has changed what is valued on the battlefield compared to previous titles. In previous titles, the objective was important, but players quickly noticed that they could be more successful on the scoreboard by simply ignoring the objective and instead killing as many players as they could by the end of the round. Furthermore, the price of purchasing battle packs is insanely expensive for what they provide players. The items in these battle packs have no resale value and almost none of them are technically rare items. While there are a few exceptions to this rule with the rare items that have recently surfaced in the newer revisions, the price to acquire default battle packs is hardly fair to the player base when you consider that most of the items are pistol skins or non-rare skins with minimal designs. Now at this point we have outlined the problem in Battlefield 1. In any case, it's only fair that I provide a solution to resolve this issue, considering that while it's easy to complain about things and to handpick certain aspects of a system that may not be optimal for most players, it definitely doesn't get anybody anywhere if you don't actually have a solution to resolve said issue. So what I'm proposing is that battle packs should always be awarded to the top 3 players on the winning team. This aims to push players to work together so that their team has a greater chance of collecting these additional battle packs at the end of the round for the top contributors. Now after the top contributors have collected their battle packs, the remaining battle packs could then be randomly distributed out to the remaining players on either team. The primary reason why we still want to distribute all the battle packs out randomly to both teams is that we don't want to allocate them all to the winning team, otherwise you'll have people leaving when they notice that they're not going to be able to get a battle pack, which of course is really going to harm the player base when it comes down to full servers. But anyway guys, that's really all the information I have for you. Hopefully you found something insightful and or entertaining throughout the video. But of course, if you guys have any recommendations to make this system a lot more fleshed out, then of course feel free to let me know in the comments below. But until the next episode guys, this has been NMO, and I'm going to be signing out guys. Peace!